Hey everyone, it's Laura from the blog ourearlyhouse.com, and today I'm going to be doing a cooking and cleaning with me video. So majority of my time feels like it's spent in the kitchen, cleaning and cooking with a large family. It just is where I'm at. So I'm gonna kind of take the camera around for a couple of days and just show you a couple of meals that we've been enjoying and showing you guys just some behind the scenes with me cleaning. I get a lot of questions about how I keep my house clean with lots of kiddos, so I'm gonna be answering some of those questions as well. So hopefully this video will give you some inspiration for some new meal ideas and also maybe some cleaning inspiration. I made a gallon of yogurt and some homemade granola at the beginning of this week, so we've been having yogurt parfaits for breakfast. I love to have something fermented at every meal, or at least once or twice a day, and so this is a great way to get some probiotics into our diet. With cooking 3 meals a day in my kitchen, it is constant that I need to clean. I just got this new cordless wet dry vacuum and I absolutely love it because I was just, since I've moved into this house, I haven't had anything really for my hardwood floors yet. And I was just using a spray bottle and a cloth. And now that I'm 30 weeks pregnant, it is hard for me to get down on the floor. So I'm really excited about this new vacuum that I got. It came mostly assembled. You could see I was able to do this with a baby in my arms, and all I had to do was add the top handle in. It also came with some cleaning solution, but instead I just used some warm water and some alcohol, and I poured that into the clean water tank. And by doing that, it will sanitize my floors, and that is a good natural way to keep my floors clean. It was really simple to use. I love that it's cordless, so I can go all around my house without tripping on the cord. Now I want a cordless, like regular vacuum for the carpets and rugs in my home. It is super easy to use. There's just 2 buttons on it. There's a power button, and then there is a speed button, so when you press it, it'll start self-cleaning, and you can press it once for high speed and then press it again and it'll go down to low speed. So this vacuum was super nice because it vacuumed and picked up like debris and dirt and crumbs, all while mopping and washing the floor at the same time. So there was no water stain left after about 10 seconds. It is a self-drying vacuum. So that was super nice because I just went over pretty much all of my floors in my kitchen and in my dining room, down my hallway, all the hardwood floors in my house. I only had to go over it one time, and the floors were really clean. It picked up stains, and like I said, it vacuumed for me too. So this will now be the vacuum that I use on all my hardwood floors. So after each meal, the kids fight over who gets to use the new vacuum, which is totally great by me because then they can clean and it does a good job cleaning, and then they can easily use it because it is so light. So if you guys are looking for a lightweight cordless vacuum that works really well on hardwood floor or even a tile floor, you guys can check out my link down in my description box below. I also have a code down there for you guys so you can get a little discount. That, like I said, is all down in the description box where you can see it. I highly recommend this vacuum. It has been a game changer for me cleaning my floors. We've had it for about a month now, and we are really enjoying using this. It definitely beats trying to clean this much hardwood floor just on my hands and knees while pregnant. I kind of, since I moved to this house, have been looking and thinking about like what I could use for my hardwood floors, and this is definitely a really good option. So if you're looking for a vacuum, like I said, that link and code will be down in my description box below. The vacuum also has a self-cleaning mode to clean the brush after you're done using it. So you just put it on to the base that it came with, plug it in, add some clean water into the bottom part of the vacuum like I'm doing here, and then you just press the power button, and it takes about 5 minutes to clean it, and then the brush is nice and clean, and you can have the vacuum charged up so it's ready to go the next time you're ready to use it. After I got all the floors done, I went ahead and wiped down all the walls. I just used my vinegar all-purpose spray for this. This is a job that has to be done monthly, just with lots of little kids and sticky fingers and things. This seems like the white walls need a good wipe down. A lot of times I give this job to my kids when I have this homemade spray. It is all natural, so I feel comfortable with them using it, and they enjoy doing it because they like spraying, especially my 6 and my 4-year-old love doing this job. So I went around and just wiped down all of the walls and baseboards in the house. Once I was done in the kitchen, I moved into the living room and did some dusting. I love filling my diffuser on cleaning day with some type of citrusy oil blend. This is actually doTERRA's Citrus Bloom. It smells so good. It just makes the house smell so fresh because now it's clean and it also smells good. After I was done inside, I went out to the sunroom. This room is the most used room in my house during the warmer months. We just love this room. It's so cozy. It's so quiet and peaceful here on our property, and sitting out here is one of my favorite things to do in the morning, midday, at the end of the day. We do reading out here. It's just our favorite place to be. So I'm just cleaning this room up because it's definitely well lived in and it needed a little bit of attention. I made a new batch of sauerkraut. This is another fermented thing that we love to eat. It's just fermented cabbage, and my kids love this, and so it's definitely one that we make all the time. Today I'm just making a gallon, but this will last us for a little while. I try to do about a tablespoon to 2 tablespoons per person at each meal. This recipe is actually on my blog, and I have a video tutorial of it here on my YouTube channel. It's really easy to make. All you need is cabbage and salt. So I'm just chopping it up. We prefer to chop it without using a food processor because I like it a little bit thicker. It just makes the ending sauerkraut more crunchy, which is how my family enjoys it. After everything is all chopped up, I put a tablespoon of salt per cabbage on top of the shredded cabbage, and then I'll let it sweat for a few minutes. This just makes the next part go a lot easier. So after it sweats for a little bit, I will make the brine just by punching it and pushing it down and working it with my hands. It makes a good amount of liquid, and that's all you need. It will make enough. You don't have to add any water or anything to this. Once it's all done, I will put it into a big mason jar, and then I take the cabbage leaves that I I pulled off, the outer layers that I pulled off earlier, and roll them up, and I use that to push down the shredded cabbage just to make sure everything is below the brine. I'll ferment this on my counter for a few weeks and then it'll be ready to go. With a lot of fresh basil in our garden, we recently made a pesto chicken pasta bake. I'm gonna call it that. It was so delicious. So I just cooked a whole chicken in my Instapot. And then while it was cooking, I made homemade Alfredo sauce and homemade pesto. So for the pesto, it's just my basil and some pine nuts, a little bit of oil, some garlic, a little bit of salt and pepper, blended that up and made a really delicious sauce. I made my Alfredo with some raw cream and butter, again, some garlic, salt and pepper. This whole recipe will be on my husband's blog, and so I will link that for you guys down in the description box below. All right, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video and it gave you some good inspiration for some new meals to try and some cleaning inspiration. Don't forget, if you're looking for a new vacuum, you guys can get the link to the new one that I showed you in my video today that I used on my hardwood floors. I have a code for that to get you guys a discount, and that code and the link to the vacuum is all down in my description box below. All right, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video.